See if they hit me back. Man, this shit don't stop, bro. Street Gossip episode 7 on the way. June the Genius. We working. Got my nigga Juan on the camera. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be the biggest platform in a couple years in the hip hop industry. Mark my words. We on to some shit.
I just caught the Mary Jeans, chain clank, but now she thinks she hearing things. I just counted up 100 bands with all my dogs at the Airbnb. All these niggas tryna beat me, got a new Hellcat, stay clear of me. And I got extended clip for all these fuck niggas. I'm straight out the mud.
What's the deal, man? It's your boy One Real Mirror. We are live back on DJ Scream TV Street Gossip episode 7. And today, man, I got a very special guest in the building. We don't just got no ordinary guest, man. We got the Grammy-nominated, multi-platinum producer holding it down from H-Town, man. My dog, June the Genius. What's the deal, brother?
You know what I'm saying? Detroit in the building, Houston in the building. I'm fucking with it.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This interview I was really looking forward to because right now you going crazy in the music industry, bro. And just to be around you personally and then just to see your work ethic and what you do, you know what I'm saying, it's just making this shit all special to me. So, you from H-Town, man, holding it down from Texas. Man, just kind of take me all the way back. Before we go deep into the interview, man, just kind of take me back to what was life like growing up in Houston, Texas.
Man, it's hot as hell. It flood all the time. So if you like a lot of water and a lot of heat, you know what I'm saying, it goes down at all times. It's kind of like how Florida is. But like growing up, you know, I grew up on like Swisher House, you know, Screwed Up Click, you know, stuff like that. And I literally watched that whole movement come from scratch. And like, you know, me being from that, the city so big, I ain't ever leaving my side of town from the north side, from Acres Homes, which is on the north side. Houston's so big, it's like if LA and Atlanta had a baby, it'd be Houston just because it got like kind of like the same swag as Atlanta. You know, it being a southern city, but at the same time it's spread out like LA. But I know with that being said, all I knew before I started traveling, you know, leaving my city was just Houston music. I didn't know that people wasn't jamming what we was jamming, and so that kind of, you know, impacted my hustle, my style, because I watched a lot of people, you know, from my city, you know, come up independently. You know, watch people like Slim Thug, Paul Wall, Lil Flip, you know, sell millions out their trunk, you know what I'm saying, not having to mess around with major labels. And when they did, they had more leverage. So it just taught me a different, you know, hustling. I just, you know, was brought up on a different mindset when, you know, when it came to just attacking the game and just the music business, period.
Okay. So when did you start realizing, like, you had an open ear for music? You know, because being a producer, you really have to have a good-ass ear for music. So when did you kind of start realizing, like, you know, I can pick music out? Or
I feel like it was when people like started like liking it, you know, because at the end of the day, when you get in the music business, you know, it's a business of music, meaning that you know you making a product for, you know, to sell, you know, and creating that sound for, you know, for purchase. And so that being said, when people started like, you know, bobbing their head and saying, "Man, you really good at this, keep doing it," that just gave me the, you know, the motivation to keep doing it. So I guess when people started, you know, taking and listening, you know, taking a liking to what I was doing, it just encouraged me even more. So that's how I really knew, you know, I was doing something good.
Okay. Now let's take us a little fast forward down the line. Let's go around like 2015 and 2016. Big year for you, man. It's 2016. You actually, crazy year. You actually end up getting a deal with Think It's a Game, and then Lucci popped off, with you popped off. So man, just kind of let's go back to 2016 for a minute. Just kind of talk me down through that whole little 1 year time period and how life changed for you.
I mean, really, I ain't gonna cap and keep it real with you. That was like probably the worst year of my life up until at the end of the year. Like I had, like,
So take me back then too with the.
I had met Lucci back in like 2013, 2014. I think it really was 2014 to 15. I take that back because I flew out here for the first time to Atlanta to work with my cousin Stack 5, Steven Jackson. He was rapping at the time, and he was coming out here and want me help him do his album and stuff. So I was just coming out here to Atlanta network and stuff, and I was riding with my other cousin somewhere. I think we was gonna get some food, and he was just playing me all this Atlanta artists and stuff. And I was going to Street Execs all the time too at the time when it was really popping, you know, before Bankroll passed, R.I.P. Bankroll. But shit, you know, we was right around. He put on Lucci, and I was like, man, you know, he jamming. You know, I need to get him out here to the H. You know what I'm saying? At the time, you know, me and my team, LAD, you know, we was doing these industry nights called Takeover Tuesdays, where we, you know, have local rappers showcase their, you know, they mixtapes. Like we'll have one rapper show their mixtape, and a couple other rappers, you know, show singles and stuff, and it would just be a good networking event for the whole city to come out. It was a really big deal. But every month we'll team up with Bigger Ranking, and we'll bring some artists, you know, from out of town who, you know, blowing up and bubbling to the event so they can play their stuff too. And I ended up saving like 3 bands up, and I had my people, my managers at the time, T. Ferris, you know, reach out to Bigger Rankin, and he ended up bringing Lucci, I think Black Youngster, and Travis Porter, and the other couple people to the event. But me and Lucci just clicked up, you know, we got along real good. And you know, we just built a relationship and a rapport from then on there. And he would come out there all the time. I mean, he came out and got his chain. My people took him and go get his chain, and we just kept that relationship going and going. And I just kept sending the beats. But this one I was really going through a bad time. I was on house arrest. I just got out of jail. I was on house arrest for like a year and a half.
You was in Houston or
Yeah, I was in Houston. I ain't moved to Atlanta. Like, when I got back from Atlanta, that time when I saw my cousin, when I found out about Lucci, that's when trouble had hit. I went straight to jail. I had gotten into some shit. I ain't gonna talk about it on air, but like got into some shit, and I ended up going to jail for about a little while. Got out, they put me on house arrest, and so when I got out of house arrest, I actually won producer of the year in my city while I was in jail. They called me on the phone and told me I won the whole thing. I won 3 times in a row, but that was the first time I ever won it was when I was in jail, which was crazy. But when I got out, they put me on house arrest, so I had no choice but to go to the studio at home. I couldn't really do nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So that was crazy.
Do you think that actually kind of helped you focus? Because
that's when I think I made Key to the Streets when I was on house arrest. I made Key to the Streets at home, sitting on the floor, because I really had no furniture in my apartment. I just got an apartment, and I really had no furniture at the time. So I was sitting on the floor, and I was making beats. I had a bottle of Henny. I was just drinking. I made like 10 beats. I make 10 beats a day anyway, but I was just going in. I was making them hoes. And I made that motherfucker right there on the floor. And I remember at the time just sending the beats, not knowing what he was going to pick or whatever, or the vibe he was even on. But he would always post, like, every time I send him something. To keep in mind, I knew Lucci when he had like 5,000 followers or some shit. He'll post a video of him, doing a song to us. I was like, that's how I knew we had shit going. And actually, shit he posted on the gram back in the day, that shit ain't never came out, you know what I'm saying, which is crazy. But anyway, so fast forward, you know what I'm saying, I got into it with a chick at the time, she ended up kicking me out, fellas, you know what I'm saying, when you moving with these chicks, make sure the shit in your name, because I made it was a bad choice. So this is right after I got house arrest, so she getting her feelings, whoop, you know what I'm saying, so she ended up kicking me out the crib, broke all my shit, so I ended up being homeless for a couple of days. So my partner, Trees, shout out to Trees, I slept on his couch for like 6-7 months, and this is why the whole YFN thing is taking off, and I'm too busy dealing with personal shit that I don't even know what's going on in the music world, that this shit actually going somewhere. So I remember Lucci tried to sign me at the time when I was going through all this shit, but it was really a low number, and I really wasn't trying to fuck with it. But I always told myself in the back of my mind, I was like, well, if I can't sign to you, bro, I'll probably do the next best thing and sign, TIG, maybe this so we can be a family and, be on some, Metro and Future shit. It didn't go that way, unfortunately, but, it is what it is, no love lost. But, so fast forward, my partner came back in town when I was going through all this crazy bad shit, sleeping on my partner's house. He had another. It was so crazy because I'm clean. I ain't saying the nigga was dirty, but like we just got 2 different lifestyles. I'm sleeping on the couch. Another nigga sleeping on the couch right across from me in this room. And I came from having my own shit. I hustle. I used to be really, have my own shit. So this bitch, it's like a culture shock. You know what I'm saying? So he got kids and stuff. So I was just, and it was a side of town. It was on the side of town in Houston that I really don't even fuck with. But anyway, that was just a rough little crazy time. And but like I said, while all this shit was going down, that's when Lucci was blowing up. And so my partner AJ, my best partner AJ, this is my business partner too. He came in town. He was staying in Boston at the time. He came in town and he was like, "Hey, my partner got a spot. We can stay at, whoop de whoop and get our money up and shit." And then that's when everything just took off. Me and AJ, ever since we've been, I remember watching him start real low and just now he a boss. And same thing with me. We started right there in this condo right by the Galleria. You know what I'm saying? We just got it in to the point where niggas was hating. Nigga came in. This is really why I transitioned to Atlanta. Because when Key to the Streets, when I started getting my money up and started, bossing all the way up and stuff like that, that's when I got in the car and I found out that shit was on the radio. I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying?
This shit was just all a surprise to you.
Yeah, it was all, I was like, oh, shit's on the radio. But I thought it was on the radio on some just local shit, mix show, it ain't. Yeah. Then when I took a trip to the Bay on some business shit. And I'm in the car with my partner out there while he making a move, and he turned on his radio station out there, and I was like, what the fuck, they playing the same shit out here? Then another nigga called me and said they playing it in D.C., then another nigga called me and said they playing it in L.A. I was like, oh, this shit national. So that's when I knew it was something big. Then them folks started calling me, everybody. I remember Murder Beats hit me and talking about, yeah, we got to work, bro. Everybody, I was like, what the fuck going on? That's when I knew everything started, shaking and stuff. Yeah. And then right, like I said, right when I had moved in with my partner, that's when I made that beat to Every Day We Lit. You know what I'm saying? When I moved in with my partner, like, it was just a good vibe at the time. We was just really hustling and really just getting to the money. Like I said, so shit got to a head when nigga came through and shot the motherfucker up, and you know, I had to leave. You know what I'm saying? I had to get the hell on.
Yeah.
And so that's really why I came to Atlanta. That's why I stay so far in Elwood. I don't stay in the city. You know, I just been through so much shit that it's like I just want peace. You know what I'm saying? Just be able to just grind and shit. So that's when I came. Yeah, so that's when I came to Atlanta. You know, and I've been here for three years. I got a crib in Houston still. That be back and forth because I got two beautiful children that that reside out there right now. But other than that, I be out here in the A. Just trying to make a way.
Talk about how different life is now. You really like came from rags to riches, so you didn't seen the struggle side to the shit of being fucked up, and now you seeing this whole lifestyle. The industry, is the industry everything that you thought it was? Because before you actually get in it, we hear so many different things about people being shady, about the bitches, the groupies, all this. So just what is life like now that you in this shit and you popping in this shit like you going crazy right now?
Yeah, the thing is, bro, like people be saying I be going crazy, but I mean maybe they say you don't know you're making history till it's over with. So while you making history, you don't really know what's going on. So right now I don't feel none of that shit. Be real with you, being 100. I've been doing shit all my life, so this shit just feel like this, bro. It feel like you just go to different levels, like local. When I was doing local beats and stuff, that was kind of like college, semi-pro. You know what I'm saying? Then I started tapping the streets. I started getting regional records with like artists that was semi-popping and shit. So that was like me hitting like my my stride. You know what I'm saying? Being irrelevant. I took over my city first. So it was like I was a star player at high school, a star player at the college. Then when I did the Lucci shit, you know what I'm saying? That was like my first year in the league. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like right now, after all the shit I did, it's like my third year in the league. I'm a vet now, but now I'm finna really become a GOAT and really see what the fuck this game really is about. But as far as the people go, I mean, like I said, I've been tapped in with both sides of the game. I've been in the college, I've been in the streets. I just know people, period. And it's just like any business, you know what I'm saying? People fall in love with different type of shit, you know what I'm saying, what they see. And so, you just can't get caught up in, if you're a grounded person, if you raised right, you ain't gonna get, this shit really ain't gonna bother you. You got, you just gotta be tough.
It's the hustle that's
it's the hustle, you know what I'm saying? It's not meant for everybody to do this shit. That's why certain type of people do this type of business. You can't, you can't be soft, you can't be slow. And, you got to be with the times. You can't, take none of this shit personal because at the end of the day, it's the music business, Yeah. And that's just what I learned from, I done took a lot of L's on the road to, where I'm going. Like, like I said, I ain't even where I want to be yet. So with that being said, I know I got a lot more to do and I got a lot more to see, you know what I'm saying? But the game is the game, it's meant for players.
So do you think producers are getting enough credit right now in the music game, because for years in the hip-hop community, it's always been this big debate between rappers, producers, and if producers are getting enough credit, and some producers feel like they don't get enough credit, or so what's your take on that?
Man, it's a lot of things. One of the reasons why me and Lucci kind of started making music because I felt that way, that he wasn't like we wasn't working together as much as we should. I feel like he wasn't like, but I ain't saying buddy, but like like he wasn't like showing me love like he could. It was one point I think we had a session where he was just talking about how bad he wanted Metro Boomin to come in here, and I was like, damn, like nigga, I done maybe 2 hits, and you talking about you won't fuck with another nigga, and then it just got weird. But then you got niggas, and I ain't saying nothing bad about Lucy, everybody just different, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, ain't no beef, it just say the facts, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, because at the same time, the nigga believed in me enough to fuck with me from the beginning, you know what I'm saying? Right. Just like I believed in him enough to fuck with him from the beginning. So with that being said, it's just, everything has an expiration date. But then you got these other situations that be special, with Metros and Futures and Young Thug and, Weezy and London, it depends. I really depend when it comes to credit, depends on the type of person and type of artist you fucking with. Some people, and, you got to think about their level of, people's level of love is different. Like, and, people's perception of putting on is different. Like, a nigga, like I said, Lucci might feel like he put me on or feel like he helped me out just based on the fact that we made a couple hits together, and that was just it. Then you got people who take a step further, like, and he probably feel like, okay, you do your thing, I'm finna do my thing, and if we work, we work. It is what it is. Right. Then you got people who can recognize the situation and recognize the formula and be like, okay, we going crazy like this. Let's take it bigger. So let's make it bigger. And then they become, that's when the producers that be associating themselves with them artists who become larger than life can become larger than life because them artists shine a light on the people who really helped them. You know what I'm saying? Instead of them homeboys that just be around them for handouts. And that shit always confused me. I be seeing these rappers who be having these niggas all around them and shit. You know what I'm saying? While the producer and that bitch really working to help them actually make more money to give more money to these niggas who out here asking for money around them. It'd be just wild, you know what I'm saying? Which is like, wouldn't you just want to have this nigga around you who really got you, who really trying to help you with your career versus these niggas who really don't give a fuck, who gonna tell you this shit just jamming just because they dick suckers, you know?
Yeah.
But I see that shit so many times in the game, it's ridiculous. But, you know, like I said, it's all in the person and how they move in their machines. And I feel like the most successful artists today are the ones who really do, you know, unless they got a mean machine, like they know whether they signed to a mean label who can just give you producers and songwriters on command. The motherfuckers who really doing their thing are motherfuckers who keep shit in-house and really build a family, build a culture, and build a chemistry. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's really where it come from. And like I said, it always depends on the artist. Like, you know, you got the Baby and you got Jetson.
Yeah.
That's why Jetson popping so hard. You know, I ain't saying he ain't talented, but like, shit, the nigga who coming up with is blowing up. You know what I'm saying?
You got that chemistry.
And they got a chemistry in it, and not just that, but he putting that nigga on. He putting them out there. Like, I ain't saying Jetson ain't working, but they fucking with each other. It's like they recognize really, and bro ain't taking all the credit for himself. And that's what I really mean. You know, and it's the same thing with a lot of other producers.
2 Chainz just dropped a new album. You on there, Virgil Discount. Man, let's kind of talk about that. Just take me through that whole studio session and kind of how you guys collaborated and how that project came about.
Man, it wasn't the first time I met 2 Chainz, but I'm probably pretty sure it was his first time remembering that he met me, if you know what I mean. But not because I met him in Houston before, because we had did a couple tracks before. Shout out to my nigga Short Dog from Houston. He had, you know, kind of put that play together. But this time I came out there, Dallas Martin from Atlanta Records. He fucking with my drip and my sound, you know, and so he had told me to come out there to work on some records, and you know, he wanted to pretty much just meet me and see what I had going on. And when I came out there, he had and this is in LA. I don't know if I said that, but like when I went out there, he had 2 Chainz out there, and he had his whole little camp out there that, you know, he just put it out. He putting out right now, the whole little True family. And he just want me to play records, so I'm playing records in every room. I'm getting placements in every room with every artist, and then 2 Chainz came in. And in the main room, and he said, "Oh yeah, come here, 2 Chainz want to hear some beats." So, you know, came in there, you know, and I fucked that shit up. I played. I mean, it wasn't. He literally said the shit himself. He's like, "Bro, and shit, I can't even tell you to play. Play the next one. Everything jam." So I played that beat. He got right on. He picked like 4 beats from me and 4 beats from my partner Lil Ju, who I brought in there too. Shout out to Lil Ju. And like that same night, he cut that Virgil Discount record that same night. And I think he had his schoolie on it later on, but that's how it happened. It happened in LA. I think around like September. I don't know what time of year that was, but it was last year in LA. It was really live though.
So man, with that being said, man, I got my boy June in the building. It's DJ Scream TV. Your boy One Real Mirror. This Street Gossip episode 7. I appreciate you, brother.
100.
Yes, sir.